Hey Collective, today we're getting ready for my April 2026 Carnival Celebration cruise. Every cruise gets its own color scheme, and this one was all about blue. I always lay everything out before I pack. It helps me make sure every outfit works together. And yes, blue understood the assignment. This was the lineup for the week. This was a sea day look. And this was a port day look. And of course, I had to bring a couple of cardigans because these ships can get cold. Now it's time to make everything fit. Packing cubes are non-negotiable. They keep everything organized and save so much space. I like to roll my clothes instead of folding them. It helps minimize wrinkles and lets me fit more in the suitcase.
I put that shit in the wrong spot.
Okay, let me fix what I just did. Shoes over here. Packing cubes where they actually supposed to go. Purse tucked in the corner. Hat rolled up. There we go. Much better. Last but not least, my travel essentials. Before every trip, I make sure everything is stocked and ready to go. Deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, mascara, and I never travel without my Mario Badessi facial spray. After getting everything packed, it was finally time to begin the journey. I took the metro to the airport, which is usually my preferred way to travel whenever I'm flying out of DC. It's convenient, I don't have to worry about airport parking, and it starts the trip off stress-free. Before I knew it, I was checking my bag with American Airlines and making my way through the airport. At this point, all I could think about was getting to Florida and finally stepping on board Carnival Celebration. As we started descending into South Florida, I looked out the window and was greeted by those beautiful shades of blue water. That's one of my favorite parts of flying into Fort Lauderdale or Miami. Seeing the coastline from the air always reminds me of the vacation is officially about to begin. Since I was cruising the next morning, I flew the day before and stayed at Hyatt Place. I always recommend arriving a day early whenever you're taking a cruise. Flight delays happen, weather happens, and the last thing you want to do is miss your ship because the flight was late. The hotel was clean, comfortable, and exactly what I needed for one relaxing night before embarkation. My room was surprisingly spacious. I had a nice seating area, comfortable bed, and everything I needed to unwind after traveling. The next morning, it was finally embarkation day. I didn't think I'd ever been more ready to get on a cruise ship, but getting there turned into a little adventure of its own. FIFA was in town, so traffic around Port Miami was absolutely insane. Instead of driving straight into the cruise terminal, every vehicle was being rerouted around the port, went through additional security checkpoints, and then had to circle all the way back around before we could finally enter the port. Once I finally made it inside, everything moved pretty smoothly. Since I was sailing as a platinum guest, I was able to head through the priority line. Before long, I had officially cleared the terminal. This is one of my favorite moments of every cruise. Walking through that gangway never gets old. No matter how many cruises I take, that feeling of stepping onto the ship for the very first time is still exciting. My first stop is always my muster station. I always like getting that out the way immediately. It only takes a few minutes, and then I can spend the rest of the embarkation day actually enjoying the ship. My muster station for this cruise was in the casino. So I had to go up the steps and find the casino. And there it is, my muster station. With my safety briefing complete, it was finally time for food. I grabbed a bite to eat on the Lido while watching all the excitement outside. Guests were still arriving. Even after I boarded, traffic was still backed up outside. After lunch, my cabin was finally ready. This will be my home for the next several days. I booked the interior cabin for this cruise, and while it wasn't the largest room on board, Carnival does a really good job making the space functional. There was more storage than most people would expect. Plenty of closet space, shelving, a safe for valuables, and enough room to unpack and settle in comfortably. Once everything had a place, it officially started feeling like home. Before I really started exploring the ship, I had one important mission to complete. If you've been following me for a while, then you already know about my Destiny Legacy treasure hunt. On every cruise, I hide custom Destiny Legacy treasures around the ship for other passengers to find. Each treasure comes with instructions on how to claim the prize, and it becomes one of my favorite ways to meet people while cruising. With that mission complete, it was finally time to do a little exploring. My first stop was Serenity, Carnival's adult-only retreat. If you're looking for a quieter atmosphere away from all the activity, this is definitely where you want to spend some time. Whether you're reading a book, taking a nap, or just enjoying the ocean views, it's the perfect place to relax. While I was up there, I stopped by Loft 19. I heard about it before but wanted to learn exactly what it offered. It's Carnival's upgrade retreat experience.
80108.
This is for Excel Presidential Suite, and I guess you are renting the balance.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. How do you purchase it? How do you...
You can rent through us.
Okay.
So if you want to rent, like for today, $600. Tomorrow is $300. But if you want for the whole cruise, $2,400.
Okay, and so it's tomorrow $300 because it's a port day?
Yep.
Got it. Thank you. After leaving Loft 19, I continued exploring some of Carnival Celebration's dining options. One thing I enjoy doing on every ship is seeing what's included in the cruise fare and what costs a little extra. This area features several specialty food locations offering everything from Indian cuisine to empanadas, specialty desserts, and handcrafted milkshakes. Even if I don't eat at every location, I still like knowing what's available throughout the ship. Of course, I couldn't walk past Boat without stopping. Boat is Carnival's famous roller coaster at sea and one of the signature attractions on Carnival Celebration. Watching it in person is pretty impressive. You can actually hear the riders coming around the track long before you see them. But you don't have to worry about me giving any first-hand accounts because I won't be riding. Right next to Boat is the sports area. If you're traveling with family or you're with someone who likes staying active while cruising, there's plenty to do between the basketball court, obstacle course, and outdoor activities. One of the things I enjoy about joining the Facebook cruise groups before sailing is getting to know other cruisers before we ever step on board. Within the group, there's an events tab, and most of the time people in the group will sign up for an event or create an event. And a lot of times I like to sign up for the gift exchange. So everybody sign up, the organizer puts everybody in a particular group. It can be 5 people, 10 people, but that's how many gifts you'll have to buy. And throughout the ship, throughout the cruise, you deliver your gifts to the person's cabin. And so today, I decided to deliver my gift to the Havana area of the ship. That evening, I decided to have dinner at Carnival's main dining room. If you ever cruise Carnival, then you already know dinner is more than just a meal. The dining team always find a way to turn dinner into entertainment. While I enjoy eating in the main dining room, I also like treating myself to at least one specialty restaurant every cruise. So, on another evening, I decided to make a reservation at Rudy's Sea Grill.
This is for the chef, huh?
Okay.
Blue mussel, ma'am.
Thank you. Beautiful.
And some garlic toast on the side.
Okay, thank you.
Seafood bees. There is a smoked citrus, and some lobster meat, crab meat, and the shrimp as well. Please enjoy, ma'am. Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome. Madam, this is your crab stuffed lobster tail imperial. Careful with the plate, a bit hot. So for your crab stuffed lobster tail imperial, you have roasted carrots, some pumpkin puree, and drained butter.
Thank
Enjoy.
you. The service was excellent, and the presentation was beautiful, and everything tasted just as good as it looked. Later that evening, I stopped by the 80s Rock and Glow party. Our next port of call was Mahogany Bay, Honduras. But this stop, I decided to book an excursion I'd actually done before because I enjoyed it so much the first time. This is Royston Jungle ATV Adventure. We stopped by to see some of the local sloths. Last year, we were actually able to hold them, but the rules have changed since then. This time, the sloths stayed comfortable on a branch while everyone took pictures. Riding through the jungle is such a fun experience, especially if you're looking for something a little more adventurous than spending the day at the beach. Later in the cruise, it was finally time to meet one of my Destiny Legacy Treasure Hunt winners. I always look forward to this part because it's more than just giving away a prize. It's an opportunity to connect with someone I might not have met otherwise and create another fun memory from the cruise. Congratulations again to our winner! For my last night on the ship, I decided to do one more go around and go visit the Heroes Tribute Lounge. On the way, I passed by Pig and Anchor, or the Carnival store. They have a distillery. I think there's also like an excursion you can do, a tour of the distillery. And now for the Heroes Tribute Lounge. As a Navy veteran, this space meant a little more to me. I really appreciate that Carnival created an area dedicated to honoring military members, first responders, and everyday heroes. From the memorabilia to the displays thanking those who served, it was definitely one of the spaces I wanted to highlight. On my last night aboard Carnival Celebration, I decided to slow things down and spend the evening enjoying a performance called Celestial Strings. I've always been drawn to string instruments because growing up I played the violin. So anytime I have an opportunity to hear live strings, I usually take it. There's just something peaceful about enjoying the cruise this way. After 7 days of exploring, great food, entertainment, and making new memories, sitting back and listening to live music felt like a perfect way to close out the trip. And just like that, it was time to head home. After a few unforgettable days aboard Carnival Celebration, I made my way back to the airport for my flight home. As much as I enjoyed cruising, the amazing food, waking up in a new destination, and leaving the everyday routine behind, there is really no place like home. But one thing's for sure, I'll definitely be back on another cruise ship before long. Thank you so much for joining me on my April 2026 Carnival Celebration adventure. If you enjoyed this vlog, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and come back for more adventures with Destiny Legacy Collective.